Irene, you're just so funny the way you talk about Greeks and your family, and just about everything you talk about. And when you were talking about urinating, I thought that one of the things I used to love to do as a guy, I gotta admit this, and probably most of the guys in the room love to do, especially when the moon is high and full, is getting outside on the lawn, taking it out and taking a pee. It's like so relieving, I don't know, with being one with nature. But now, since I've been dressing up as a girl, and I'm really not supposed to do that, except once in a blue moon, now it just doesn't have the same feel. I used to go like this, looking up at the moon, pondering things. Now what I have to do is I gotta go like this. And I usually fall over. You know? So it just hasn't the same feel. So I don't know how you girls do it, you know, when you want to do something outside. Maybe you don't do it on the lawn. I guess not. All right, so thank you so much for coming out. I want to thank all the comedians. I want to thank all of you wonderful people here that came. I want to especially thank Elliot and his daughter who was here tonight, Hannah, who served you. Please tip her well. And we went longer than, thank you, Elliot, for allowing us to go longer because it took a long time starting it. And again, come out. Definitely the last Friday of the month, and maybe Elliot wants to say a couple of words at the very end. And thanks again, and keep in touch with the comedians, perhaps through me on my webpage, fransisco.com. I'll put up the schedules and stuff like that. All right, Elliot, to you.
Okay, thank you, Fran. I want to personally thank Fran for putting this together, and I want everybody to give him a big hand. It's a lot of work, a lot of work. But most everybody here, it's your first time to the Starving Artist, right?
Yes.
I hope you had a good time. When I was a kid, I played in all of the clubs in the village, and it was all coffee houses that looked like this. And at some point after 9/11, I had an art gallery, and I was making jewelry, and the price of silver and gold was skyrocketing, and it didn't seem lucrative anymore. I couldn't get customers to pay the price. And you know, it's the Bronx still. And but the you know, I don't want to go out of business, and my daughter was very young then, actually in a stroller, and she was on my schedule, so she was up till midnight every night, all of her life, until school. But anyway, I couldn't, you know, we wanted to go out, and I couldn't get a babysitter at midnight when I closed the shop, so, and I couldn't take her to a bar or anything like that, so I had to open up some kind of a place where I could have some fun and she could hang out. So that's what we did, and it's now 9 years later, and we keep evolving. I don't know where it'll end. I guess it'll end when I drop dead. It's when it'll end. But
no, she'll carry on for you.
Somebody will carry on.
That's right. I will.
Well, she'll be on Broadway long before that. This kid is.
Thanks, Dad.
So.
Yes, come here, Hannah, perform and sing, and Elliot.
Yeah, she's done stuff at Town Hall already, you know. I can't get off the island. Speaking of that, I'm playing here next Saturday night with the legendary John Guth. If you Google John Guth, you'll see who he is. He's my guitar player these days, and he also did the album with me. And you're all welcome to come by next Saturday night and catch the show.
Right.
And I liked all the comedians tonight. I have to say I did. And Elliot Sarlo, I never saw you in high heels before. And maybe I did once. I don't know. Maybe I did. Yeah, Halloween. I think I did. I just thought you were somebody else. So, you were Janis Joplin, I believe, right?
Actually, I was acting as Chrissy.
Oh, Chrissy. Oh. Wow. So, I totally got that wrong. So anyway, I thank you all. I thank you for making me laugh. I thank you guys for filling my place. And I thank you for putting up with the heat. We store it up in the winter. We don't need to put on the heat at all here. It's all body heat in this place. I shut the radiators off years ago. The first year, actually. So, but every time I put on the air conditioner, the main fuse blows in the house. It's a 100-year-old building. It's got 60 amps for the whole building. And eventually I'll get around to getting an electrician in here and putting more electricity in. So anyway, I thank you, and thank you for putting up with the wait on the food. We're working with 2 electric burners and commercial, virtually it's a toaster oven, but it's a commercial one. And
Delicious food.
and that's how all the food is made. So
How's the food, everybody?
I got to meet somebody from where I grew up. And I grew up in a place that you never forget when you grow up there somehow. It's different than a neighborhood. It was its own little city almost. Sort of like Parkchester. It was built by the same people that built Parkchester, actually. But I don't think we ever met, right?
No.
We never met. And it's funny, but we grew up together.
What's the area? What was this?
It was Hillside on Boston Road and Eastchester Road, that neighborhood there. Some of you may remember the Post Arrow, I don't know. Anyway, thank you all again, thank you.
Thank you, Elliot. Okay, everybody, safe home. If anyone needs a ride and you don't have a ride, please see me. We'll try to match you up. And when we leave outside, anybody that wants to hang around and still talk and stuff like that, fellowship and stuff, feel free. Okay, thanks again. Good night.